Hi everyone and welcome back, and I'm going to give you a complete update of everything that OpenAI released today. I'm Akshat Bahety and we are going to go into a deep dive of all the features released, what is GPT-4o, and see some crazy demos that they actually showed. First of all, the O stands for Omni model, which includes the text, audio and video capabilities of GPT-4. Now let me show you an amazing demo that they showed during the event. So here they're asking you to speak about a bed. Here they are asking about it to create a bedtime story for one of their friends. So let's see how that goes.
Oh, a bedtime story about robots and love? I got you covered. Once upon a time, in a world not too different from ours, there was a robot named Byte. Byte was a curious robot, always exploring.
Started the story, but I want a little bit more emotion in your voice, a little bit more drama.
Got it. Let's add some drama.
Now, if you just see that, just see the quick response that ChatGPT has. That's the actual biggest feature that they're showing right now. It's super fast. It can respond in 282 milliseconds to an human voice. And if you just see how it adds the emotions, it will blow up your mind. Let me show this to you.
Once upon a time, in a world not too different from ours, there was a robot named
No,
Byte.
ChatGPT. I really want maximal emotion, like maximal expressiveness, much more than you were doing before.
Understood. Let's amplify the drama. Once upon a time, in a world.
This is not someone that's talking. It's a computer that's adding emotions to something that it understands what emotions are. It understands how to change that, right? And this is crazy, right? That means the idea to utilize this for multiple different use cases. Now, I'll show you another use case for voice that they actually presented on their website, and how does that sound, right? Okay. So I want to show you a real life translation, which will show you how you can talk to someone whom you don't know the language for and just how it works.
Let's get this translation train rolling.
Hey, how's it been going? Have you been up to anything interesting recently?
Hola, ¿cómo te ha ido? ¿Has hecho algo interesante últimamente?
Hola, bien. Sí, un poco ocupado aquí preparando.
Now, again, just to understand that, you have to understand the complexity of translating stuff in real time. Google Translate hasn't been able to still get it, and given that their conference is tomorrow, I don't know what they're going to do. But the voice capabilities for GPT-4o are crazy good, right? Now, that's just one of the things that they announced during the broadcast. Another thing that they announced is actually mind-blowing because it changes the way how you see the world and how you can utilize it. Let me bring this up screen and show this to you. Now, let me just explain the task here quickly. They're trying to solve a maths equation using ChatGPT. Now, ChatGPT can't give an answer. It's only asked to give it steps on how to solve it and just see how it performs.
What equation did I write down there?
I see it now. You wrote down 3x plus 1 equals 4.
Yep, exactly. So what's the first step I should take to try to solve this?
The first step is to get all the terms with x on one side and the constants on the other side. So what do you think we should do with that plus 1?
Okay, I'm going to try to subtract 1 from both sides, and then I'll see what I get.
Great idea. Perfect. Now,
you can understand what's going to happen. They are going to solve the equation and ChatGPT is going to help them throughout the steps. But the idea of this is that this is going to change the way anyone gets tutored today. For example, a lot of people can't afford tuition in the world. You can have a personal tutor sitting next to you who is not going to judge whatever you do, who is probably cost $20 a month. And even it's free right now. So you can go ahead and just use it for any use case that you have. And that is power in hands of a lot of students, a lot of people, and a lot of other things. They did a similar kind of demo for programming and coding, and you can see that. But the idea is it can do a lot of complex tasks and do that. One of the cool features that I would like to show you on how they did something for London is just right here.
Is the king in residence at the moment?
Yes, it looks like the king is in residence right now. The royal standard flag is flying above Buckingham Palace.
Now, again, it's a very far place, right? Like he was clicking a photo from such far place and it has understood that. Again, 110% they're using an iPhone, the cameras are super good. But the idea is that they can understand context in real world and then utilize it. In addition to that, they also improved the capabilities of their image model. So if you just look at it, you see visual narratives, right? So let's say this is your input where you are explaining it on how an image should look like for example, writing a robot, which is writing a journal, and here are the lines of the journal. The text actually looks exactly the same. Again, another great thing that I really like is photo to caricature, right? So you can just upload a photo and it converts into caricature. Okay, I just moved myself around and you can see this is 3D object synthesis. So you can ask it to create a 3D object, a realistic looking 3D rendering of the studio of the OpenAI logo, and then it can show you exactly how it looks. You can also convert it into like a GIF. You can convert it into 5-6 images and convert it into a GIF. But the idea is that, they have improved things across the board, right? And again, you can go ahead and see multiple on how you can take notes with multiple speakers and how it will understand that. All those things were existing already. So there's like this ton of stuff that you can go ahead and see. And one of the things that is there is text to font, right? So for example, it can take this and convert it into a font, and then you can utilize that and do whatever you want with it. Exists in a single place using AI, and 110% is going to be super. Now, again, obviously they have given the model evaluations here, so you can compare how it works across. Again, so you can see how it compares to other models. Very simply, GPT-4o is equivalent to GPT-4 in a lot of ways, like GPT-4 Turbo and how it is. And you have seen they have specifically mentioned GPT-4 initial release, because I think GPT-4o model is better in a lot of extents. I have tested it a couple of times on the playground, and I'll show that to you. But just again, a lot of people are debating why are we even going to pay for GPT-4. The idea is simple, and I'll explain it to you in a second. Now, if you come below, they have also done one very, very amazing thing. Is very simply they have decreased the amount of tokens required to utilize it in any other languages. For example, Gujarati, Tamil, which are languages in India, Hindi, right? They have decreased the amount of tokens used to do that. Now, so that means anyone across the world can use OpenAI models to build apps, AI apps in their own language sentence, which works for them. Again, so that's again amazing that they're working on all the aspects, not just a single aspect of one place. Now, let's come to the most important question. How do you access GPT-4, right? Now, GPT-4 right now is going to be available for free to everyone. This is GPT-4 Omni model. They're going to give this free for everyone, yes. And that is super great, because they really want to bring in the power of AI to every person that adds there. In addition to that, they have launched something crazy. They are giving options for everyone to use all the features that are available right now for free. Analyzing data, adding photos, uploading files, and also giving access to GPTs is being available to everyone. All free users are going to soon start getting these features, and they can start using it. Again, I have been on a GPT-4 plan, so I know how great and amazing these features are. So if you are someone who hasn't taken one till now, you don't need to. You can probably start testing them out right now. They are building a desktop app for macOS. Now, this is right now just available on macOS. I saw that it's not available on Windows. I went on their help articles. They're going to probably launch it later. Right now, this is available to a certain set of people, probably like I think beta users. But if you see here, it's a great app which has everything here. You can also let it access the visuals of your screen. So it can see everything that's happening on your screen and then respond to you accordingly. So that means all the effort that you always have to pick something from here and send it to ChatGPT, you can just do it from a single place. And that, if you're working in a workflow with AI, you know how helpful it is. And I'll say honestly, I hate that it's only for Mac. I'm a Windows user hardcore, so I really, really wish they would have launched it at the same time, but I'm going to wait for it and test it out and give you my feedback also on that. Now, let's come to a bit of testing, right? Okay. So very simply, this is GPT-4o and this is GPT-4 Turbo, which is one of their best models. And I actually want to compare it with two of them. So I'm just going to ask it, write a Python script for a snake game. That's it. And I just want to let it run and press Ctrl Enter. Just see the speed. The GPT-4o is so much better, so much faster. Again, I'm pretty sure they'll be equivalent in the responses, but it is super fast. They have finally achieved GPT-4 and OpenAI have achieved that we can use GPT-4 on a normal basis without figuring that it is slow and it is super great. So again, when you're working with AI, which is faster, you obviously start using it more also. So I think a lot of people will still have to take GPT plus. But again, it just got completed. It probably took like 3,400 milliseconds. So that's around, I think, 34 seconds. And this is around 7 seconds. The difference is massive, 5 times faster than the faster. I'm just realizing that, and this is crazy, but okay. So if you're using GPT-4o, you will start seeing those differences. Right now, you can test this on the playground. I'll drop the link in the description. So if you have the access or you have used API before and paid some money to ChatGPT and OpenAI, you will have access to this model right now. Now, again, very simply, I have to give you a quick run through of how it's going to be priced and how can you use it. Very simply, it will be available in ChatGPT and the API. It's going to be 50% cheaper than GPT-4 when you're using it through the API. And you can use it in every aspect that you want. In addition to that, you also have been able to, like, very simply, if you have spent $5, you should have the access right now. ChatGPT will have free tier, will have access to all of this. So that means you don't have to pay $20 even to access this. And I just feel that it is super amazing because a lot of people still $20 is a huge amount. It's already going to be accessible for Plus, and team users and enterprise users will start getting this soon. Again, this is technically everything that they launched in the event. If you have enjoyed this run through, and I wanted to give this away right now so that any one of you can understand everything that is launched in a single place. If you like that, please like and share and subscribe this video. It really helps me, and I will love to see you in the next one. Akshat Bahety, please do share it with your friends, and I hope I was able to add value to you, and see you soon.